Hello, this is Mike with Mike's Muck. I'm here in Alabama at the Alabama Gold Camp. And so anyways, it's been a lot of fun. I was here last night. I spent the night here in the cabins that they have available. And I sluiced yesterday, so I'm going to be a little bit backwards on how I'm doing my video, my introduction. Be a little bit of overlap of information probably, but anyways, they supply a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool. They have that country store down there. They have a lot of things to look at, like old mining equipment, whatnot. And so they have the RV hookups, 30 amp, 50 amp. They have the cabins down there. I believe you can just drag your camper into the spots and camp. They got a long creek down there. So they dig all the material out of a pit and then they dump it over there so it's easy access to water. And so the GPAA, they come here once a month, I guess, to have their monthly meeting. And then there's also a local gold prospectors club. They come here once a month also. So anyways, they have the store here. They have the high banker stations where it's under shade. They have all the dirt sitting right there. All you got to do is they turn on the pumps for you out of a pump house. So it's a community pump house, and then things just start pumping water and you just start shoveling into your high banker. And that's a pretty cool way to go too. Or you can just go down in the creek and you can pan, you can sluice, you can dredge apparently down in there. So it's a pretty cool thing. I wish there was more things like this across the United States and all these mining gold areas. And anyways, they got a lot of cool old stuff. This is the store. Got a lot of gold panning stuff and whatnot in there. So I highly recommend coming to the Alabama Gold Camp. All right, I'm down here at the creek at the Alabama Gold Camp. So they go up to the mine, the pit, which is back up in there in them trees, and they dig it out with an excavator, bring it down here with a dump truck and dump it. And you can set up your high banker. They have high bankers you can rent for like 150 a day or something like that, 145. And they have shade and everything, the water, you don't have to worry about your pumps or nothing. You just go ahead and start shoveling and going for it. But you can, this property is big enough, you can prospect for gold all the way around wherever the creek is. You can go all the way around. I see people coming in from back over there. Goes into the county road, I think, and the railroad. So anyways, I run 5 buckets. I'm gonna run a few more here tonight. I rented a cabin, and I'm going to see what I get here yet tonight, rest up at the cabin, and then head out back to Colorado. This is the high banker station. So you pay to rent one of these. I think it's like 145 a day or something like that. Anyways, they go there. That's the pump house there. They turn on the water for you. And you go to sluicing or high banking, and you would get your material out of here, out of these different piles that they've left. And you just keep on shoveling. And it looks like they got these iron boxes here for you to get rid of your tailings, so you don't make a big mess, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that's the high banking stations. Kind of nice. So this is where I'm going to get the stuff to put on eBay. There was a guy here yesterday that got a picker out of here, and then when I was sluicing down there, that's where I got most of the gold. So that's what you're going to get on eBay. I'm just going to put it in here. I'll take it back to Colorado though and dry it out. All right, that's the stuff I'm going to put on eBay. You're going to see clay in there. You might see some schist in there. You're going to see the normal rock in there, maybe some quartz in there. Anyways, have fun, and there should be gold in there. Not guaranteeing no nuggets or nothing again. So this is raw stuff that comes out of the ground. So that's what I always sell on eBay.